Let's keep it real, tribe. Some people still believe that if it's not hands-on, it's not high quality. But I'm here to tell you that is a lie that's holding you back, because the truth is the designers who's actually growing the fastest right now, they're the ones that's learning from home. They're press and play, press and pause, they're perfecting their skills. And guess what? They're doing all of this between client bookings. You don't necessarily need to fly all across the country to get better. You just need focus, direction, and a right mentor. Because here's the truth. If you wait until you feel perfect to grow, then you're going to stay stuck forever. And I get it. I get it. You want that hands-on feedback. You want the energy in the room. You want the fabric in your hands. But guys, guess what? Learning virtually doesn't make you any less serious about your craft. It actually proves that you are committed, right? Because you're creating results from wherever you are. While other people will make excuses that, oh, I can't get to Atlanta. Atlanta is too far. But honestly, some of my most successful students, right? They started right there at the damn kitchen table. So if you're looking to get further faster before having to make that trip to Atlanta, keep watching. What's up, tribe, and welcome back to Raising the Bar, which is the only podcast made for draping designers who want to elevate their skills and their bank account. I'm your girl, Precious Stevens, the Draping Queen, and today, guys, we're talking about one of those biggest myths in our industry, and that is that virtual learning is less than, or is just you can't learn that way. This episode right here, guys, is going to be for my beginners. This is for my busy moms. This is for my people that have the 9-to-5s, and even my self-taught hustlers who've been wondering if they can really master premium draping from home. The answer is yes. And I'm going to show you exactly how. But before we drop in, you already know what to do. You got to drop your name and drop your city in the comments so I can see exactly where my tribe is tuning in from. Now, before we go any further, guys, if you are ready to get consistent with your draping skills, I need you guys to go check out Posh Draping University, because this is your Netflix for draping. For just $7 a month, guys, you're going to get monthly exclusive tutorials that walk you step by step through real designs. You also will get weekly live calls with me and the kickback, right? And this is where you can ask your specific questions as it relates to your draping or your business. Not to mention, the fun part is the monthly challenges to help you practice with purpose. This is the easiest, guys, and the most affordable way to start building your confidence right from home. The link is in the description, or tap this QR code right here on the screen. And if you're listening, I want you guys to go to poshdrapinguniversity.com so you could join right away. And the best part, did I say you can try it free for 7 days? Go ahead, child, and go ahead and join. So I see you on the inside. All right. Now, I want you guys to comment below. What is the biggest reason that you haven't taken a class yet? And be honest, right? I want to know, is it time? Is it confidence? Or is it fear of not getting it right? Some people may even have a fear of wasting money, right? Whatever that reason is, I want you to drop it below. Tell me exactly what the reason is. And guess what? I'm almost certain you won't be the only person that think like you. And it's common, and I get it. Guys, I will never forget, I had a student named Sharon, right? She wanted to attend one of my in-person workshops, but she couldn't make it because of travel costs and work hours and all the things, right? A lot of different reasons why people can't make it. And I get it, which is why I started going virtual. When she saw that I was offering this virtual option, she hesitated, right? She was like, I'm scared I ain't really going to learn enough through a screen because I need to be in the room. I'm a hands-on learner. And I got it. I was like, girl, it's not the screen. It's the actual system, right? It makes a big difference. So needless to say, she signed up, and guess what? She learned more in that 3-hour virtual class than she had in years of trial and error. Within 2 weeks, guys, I swear to goodness, she posted her setup. It was so clean. It was so beautiful. People were commenting left and right. And you want to know why? It's because they can instantly see the glow up. The biggest thing with Sharon, guys, is that she didn't stop there. That was the fuel to her fire. And this is what she needed to really plunge into a hands-on class, and which is what she did next. Virtual doesn't mean basic. It just means you got options. It means that you're serious enough to stop waiting and start learning right now. I want you guys to screenshot this. This is your mini mindset moment, right? You can always go back to it when it's necessary and when you need it. I don't want you to confuse convenience with complacency. Learning from home is not lazy, y'all. It's strategic. So don't be hard on yourselves. Like, so many people are learning from home and leveling up. Meanwhile, you over there on the fence. Like, I can't get to Atlanta, so oh well. Baby, get in that virtual class so you can start leveling up. So let's get to number one. Number one is you have to treat virtual learning like an appointment with your future self. You don't want to fit it in or, try to make it. You want to schedule it, right? You want to block off time like you would an actual client setup. When you treat your training time with respect, what happens? Your growth multiplies. So this is one easy thing I want you guys to do. I want you to schedule your next learning session on your calendar, and I want you to treat it just like a client booking. We have virtual trainings every month. And the best part is y'all don't have to leave home. They're hosted live. So if you have any questions, guess what? I can answer them live in real time. You're literally sitting there watching the step-by-step transformation and building of a design in real time, right? So the second thing I want you guys to do is build a mini setup space at home. You don't need a 20-foot ceiling, guys. You need commitment. You could use a corner, you could use a spare wall, or even a backdrop stand in your living room. What matters is that you apply what you learn. I know when I first started, that was one of my things. I was like, especially once I got into premium, I really was disturbed that my ceilings weren't high enough. But the main thing is all of the mock-ups that I actually did at home at that time, I had regular standard ceilings, but all those mock-ups is what got the bookings, right? So I can't be sitting around kicking myself for not having 20-foot ceilings and in the meantime, not designing, not doing the mock-ups or not doing anything that's going to attract money to my business. Like, what? A lot of you guys are doing the same thing. Y'all have the space, or you can easily make the space and you won't. I remember so many times where I had to move the couch, I had to move the dining table all to the other side of the room and turn my entire living room into it was like a mini tree table area. It was like a backdrop, and then I would set up some staging in front of it. Sometimes I would set up an actual, like a head table. And guess what? It stayed there for a couple of days because I was practicing. So I would be frustrated. Maybe I couldn't get something, and I would just have to leave it there and then come back to it the next day. And this went on for a long time, which was why that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to leave, because my business started to grow and I really felt stuck. But how would it have grown if I never did the mock-ups to attract the people that paid me anyway? I'm trying to tell you, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So I want you guys to really go and designate your practice corner, designate your practice area, and just make it your creative zone. You're in this phase of life where you owe it to yourself to do whatever is necessary for you to have this thing that you love, to really have it play out in the best way possible, right? So go ahead and make that practice corner. Now, you don't want to stop there. The third thing you want to do is record your practice sessions. You cannot improve what you don't review. Recording your practice is going to help you spot all of the issues, such as your uneven pleats, your lighting challenges, your wrinkles, your swags being uneven, all the things I'm trying to tell you. After you do the setup, I want you to just record a 30-second clip and review it, right? Like really analyze it like a coach watching a daggone game of football. Not review it in a way where you're hard on yourself. I could have did this better. I could have. No, you're looking for things that you can improve upon so you can improve upon. Y'all, are these tips landed for you? If so, I need you to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and drop a comment telling me which strategy you're going to try first. And if you're watching this over on YouTube, hit that notification bell, because every week we're dropping new episodes that help you elevate your draping for dollars. All right, now let's get to strategy number 4, and that's use the resources that you already have. The best part about virtual learning is that you can pause, you can rewind, and you can repeat. You can use what you already own to practice, right? You don't need to buy new fabric every time, just new technique, right? when I was in my practicing era in the beginning, guys, I was practicing with sheets. I was practicing with whatever I had, because back then when I wasn't really making money in my business in the beginning, because I was working for friends and family, and we already know how that go. I didn't have all of this money that I wanted to keep constantly investing in my business for materials and things like that. But I've used anything that I could possibly get my hands on, child. I did. So this is kind of how I want you to start thinking about it. I want you to look at different designs for inspiration, or I want you to just recreate one that you've already done, but use a different pleating technique, or use a different layering method that you've actually learned or that you was inspired by. Some of my best designs came from me just going in the lab and just going willy-nilly, like just la 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 la. And I'm like, oh, wow, that look amazing. I'm trying to tell you, some of my best designs came out that way. And last but not least, guys, number 5 is join the virtual draping class. God dang it. I'm trying to tell you. The very next one is on November the 23rd. This is your moment to really stop guessing, y'all, and start mastering. The virtual draping class is happening online, but it will be live, and is designed to really give you the hands-on direction, but from home. You'll still be able to learn how to pleat. You'll still learn how to layer. You'll still learn how to balance your design like a pro. You're going to learn what tools, you're going to learn what fabrics that you actually need to invest in, so that you're not wasting time and money trying to figure this thing out. Not only that, guys, you're going to learn how to photograph your work for clients and for social media, so you now can get booked with that next mock-up and make some money. Main thing is that it is beginner friendly. It's super interactive, and the replay is included, right? So for those of you that can't attend live, you can rewatch it anytime you want. I want you to just click the link below or scan this QR code to grab your seat. You're going to thank yourself when you start creating clean, polished, confident setups that actually get noticed. All right, guys, this brings us to the final action step, which is this week's challenge. And what I want y'all to do is just create your first setup at home. That's it. Even if it's just one backdrop, I want you to keep practicing what you know and tag me so I can celebrate your progress. I love when my mentees or even just tribe members tag me in their work, because I can actually see, I could give you feedback, and I can give you some sense of direction and what to do next so that you get better. If you are joining the virtual workshop, the photo that I'm telling you to take, I want you to keep that photo as your before photo. For one, you're going to be so amazed at how much of a difference one virtual training is going to make for you. And then in the training, I'm going to show you exactly what to do with that photo and how to use it to make you some money. Listen, sis or bro, if you keep waiting for the perfect moment to get started, you're going to miss your season. Virtual learning actually gives you the power to grow right where you are and use exactly what you have. There's no excuses when it comes to virtual learning, right? And it also sets you up for, if you do decide to move further and take a hands-on class, it sets you up for success, because a lot of the terms or things you know, so you can spend more time working on the things that's still challenging to you, right? Which is those hands-on mechanics and things like that. So that's the benefit of going ahead and kind of prepping yourself with a virtual class first, so that you can really go ham in the hands-on class. Now, I do want to know, though, for all of you guys that may be on the fence or not too sure if this is for you, what is your biggest challenge with learning draping for home? I want you to tell me down in the comments. I might pick your question for next week's episode. And if this episode gave you the push that you needed, I want you to share it with one designer who's been hesitating to start. Go ahead, hit that subscribe, turn on your notifications, and don't gatekeep the glow up, y'all. Biggest takeaway for the night, guys, is that success does not start when you arrive. It starts when you decide. And the moment you hit join class, you're deciding to bet on yourself. I don't want you guys to miss next week's episode either, because we getting into some content, and we're going to talk about your content and how it's costing you your clients. I'm breaking down how to showcase your work like a premium designer and finally attract the clients who pay for quality. That brings this episode to a close, guys. I'm Precious Stevens, the Draping Queen. Until next time, keep raising that bar, sis. I'll be at the top to help when things get heavy.